Welcome to my channel. My name is Priscilla, and today I want to walk you through Leonardo AI. This is an image creation platform that has been created in Australia, and they launched the platform back in December 2022, but actually Canva acquired Leonardo AI in 2024. So moving forward, the first step that you need to do to start using the platform is to create an account. This will ask you the standard questions about your email address, login details, security confirmations, etc. Once you have your account set up, you will be able to utilize a subscription, or you can use the free version to do some testings. So let's move forward and get started. When you click on the starting button, you will arrive to the home page. Let me move this down here. On the left side of this panel, you have different options. Today, we will have a look to image, videos, and blueprints. But before coming into this area, I wanted to show you the plans because this is really key. You have different options. You can use a free version. Just be aware that the free version allows you to utilize 150 tokens. This is basically live money. Okay, you have a bank where you can see how many tokens you have in your bank, how many has been rolled over in the case that you have a subscription. If you have the free version, they are not rollover, they just expire. Something to take into account with a free account, this is public. Anything that you generate in the free account will be available to the public eyes. So make sure you don't create images during your testing period with any product, for example, that is under embargo, or if you have any information that is private to you and to your business, or if you are utilizing something that has a copyright or trademark that doesn't belong to you, you have to be careful with the kind of information or what the images and assets you are generating when utilizing the free version. Now, as you go to the other options, you have Apprentice is the next one. It's really good. It's really comprehensive, to beginning stage. You have 8,500 tokens and they are rollover, which is really good. If you didn't use it in 1 month, this would be rollover to the next period. And then you go on and on and on, depending on your requirements and whatever you need. So now as we go back to the homepage, you can see on the left side, we have this panel. Normally here, you can see how many tokens you have left in your bank. And this is information about your account. Then you have the home page where you have normally featured products, in this case, blueprints, because it's new, it's in a beta version. Leonardo AI is basically testing this feature between users. And then you have community creations, which is really good because this gives you some ideas of the capabilities and the benefit of the features that you can get while using Leonardo AI. Now, you cannot copy these ones. There are some terms and conditions that you need to be aware of. You can definitely use one of the prompts. You can copy the prompts, utilize it, and then change it. I recommend you to have a look to the terms and conditions because there are some restrictions when you are utilizing prompts or anything generated by the public or by the community. Now, as we go to library, this is basically an easy access to see your generations. And then you have in this menu, follower feed and live feed is mainly what you have been sharing with your social media accounts that you can do it through here. I'm going to show you this later. And then you have collections. Collections is mainly all the folders that you have been creating and separating your assets. You can actually define this by project, by campaign, by clients, whatever way you want to do it. You have the flexibility to do it this way. If we carry on with the menu on the left, I'm going to show you how you can create images in Leonardo AI. Okay. Here on the left, you have different options in terms of the models. This is basically the styles that you can implement to generate your images. They're very comprehensive and you have a lot of flexibility and options. When you see the say style reference, content reference, or image reference, this means that you can utilize images from your computer, for your phone, as a reference to create a specific asset. So you give a little bit more of output reference to the platform. The other thing that you need to notice down here, this is different options, but something really key is the following options. The prompt enhance, you can leave it automatic on and off. If you have already a prompt down here and you are not happy with this, you would like to optimize it, you can click down here and you can create a new random prompt or improve prompt or describe with AI. So AI will be helping you through the way. I recommend you to have a look and make different adjustment according to what you are really looking for. But there is that option available. If we go to the style, if you see, you have also different options. You can have it, for example, in a set that look more cinematic, another one that look more 3D, 2D, portrait, fashion. There are so many different options, and these will change according with the model that you choose. Some of them offer you a longer list, some of them offer you shorter list. You can see this one is longer. So this is depending on the model that you are choosing. Other thing that is really key is the image dimensions. Why? Because when you are creating your asset in Leonardo AI, you need to be clear where you are going to use it. This is for social media, what kind of formatting you need. You have the dimensions in pixels down here. If it's not according with your needs, you can customize it, which is a very great feature to have. And the numbers of images, you can select from 1 to 8 in total. Okay. As much images you select, it will cost you more tokens. For example, this one is 280 tokens. If I put 4, it will automatically be the double, 560. Private mode, this is really key. If you are managing assets that are key or only relevant to your business, you don't want to display them in a public environment, I will recommend you to always keep private mode. If you want to add whatever is generated automatically, adding this to your collection, you can do it down here. If you don't have a folder created, you can create a new one down here as well. And last but not least is the advanced settings. Advanced settings will change depending on the model once again. Let's change it again. Let's go to this one. This one have exactly the same, so we can move to this one. They have a look. This one, for example. This one, Lucid Realist, they have more advanced settings. It will be depending, what you are creating. Other models, depending on the model, you will have different advanced setting to add. One of the good advanced setting that sometimes you can come across is the negative prompt. Okay, let me see. This one you cannot select anyway. Some of them you have it here, but depending on this setting, you are probably not able to select it. So you need to make some adjustment on the settings down here to make sure that this is available. This tool has so many different functionalities, and if I'm honest with you, going through every single testing will take hours. Good news, you have the option to play, to maximize, to optimize, and to make an image completely different depending on the style that you are using. Fantastic. So let's pick one. I'm going to choose Nano Banana because this one has been very popular and there are many, many companies and users testing this one at the moment. So we choose Nano Banana. Eh, we're going to leave this one in auto, the prompt enhance. Style, I leave it dynamic for the testing purposes. As I say, if you are looking something that look more fashion, you can create fashion, or if it's a game concept, you can go through all these lists and adapt the asset and the output according to your needs. Okay, dimensions, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna put this one actually. I'm gonna select this one for the purpose, and I'm going only to use 2 images because it will be 80 tokens, and I think that that's okay for the testing. Once again, I'm gonna move my screen down here. Brilliant. So we are ready. I don't want to add it to any collection. So I check all the points. Nano banana, auto, dynamic, image dimension is correct. Number of images 2. Private mode, don't forget this one. I don't want to add it to any collections, etc. Something I want to point here, the reason why you can see this triangle here is because Nano Banana actually have the image reference as an option. This one down here was for Lucid Origin, which is the style or the content. So it's not relevant for this testing. So I'm going to delete it. And then I'm going to change it slightly. Let me see. So we leave the prompt as it is. I think that is fine. Then if we go to the image, and this will show you the image reference. When you click here, you have the option to select the media that you want to use as a reference. These options that I have already here, this is a pre-downloaded versions. They are originals images. They are no AI generator or something like that. This is the originally from my phone on my computer. So let's select the same one. We go to the soap, confirm, and now we have it down here. Prompt-wise is fine. Once again, if you want to change it, you can create a new one, you can improve, you can edit. Let's generate it. Normally, generation take less than 1 minute. For images, it's really a straightforward process, and for videos, it's slightly longer. There you go. As you can see, this is a really nice result. Let's have a look to this one. Sometimes the fonts can a little bit tricky or not really clear. Once again, if you want something more clear, you can actually utilize different prompts, maximize the text and the inputs, or you can actually change the image reference that you attach. Let's say that I want something a little bit more clear. So you can use up to 8 image references. So let's say that I add the labels of the soaps. Have 2. And I'm going to add all of them. You have a maximum of 6. Sorry, 6 of them. This one I selected already. Okay, let's select this one and we generate it again. Okay. Fantastic. So now you can see that the output is completely different. Okay, this is using the labels that I just provide. And you have a different quality. You can actually read very clearly. Simply oats, and you have the charcoal and turmeric green tea, cafe, and vitamin E. So quite nice. If you want to maximize, for example, or upscale the quality of the image, you can do that. Make sure that you are clear about where are you going to use the asset. This is for printing. Have a look to the requirements in terms of printing and what is the level of upscaling that you need from that perspective. But you can choose different settings down here. If I want a high level of upscaling, you see that the tokens are not that much. You can upscale and you have a better quality in terms of the final asset. Once again, play a little bit with this. You have so many different options. You can see it's a little bit more clear from any perspective. So that's great. Brilliant. So before we go, if you click the share icon, you can actually copy the link or you can share in different social media. You can delete the image variation. You can copy the image. You have different options in this menu as well. Okay. You can remove the background. There is so many different options that you have. Okay. Let's go back now to the main menu, and I'm going to show you how you can create videos. Moving forward, when you go to the video option, you will be having a similar kind of menu on the left side of the screen. Different models, which mean different styles, and you have a little explanation in each of these models or blocks about how they will be rendered. So as you see, the first one is more affordable. It's about 898 tokens. Once again, they change depending on your selections. If the duration is less, you have less token to pay. If you go to 10, you will see it's the double. That's normally the standard. Let me delete this picture. Then if you have, for example, a different one, let's say that you want audio, you need a video with audio, you can choose Sora 2. This is well used from so many different perspectives, and this gives you like the everyday video treatment, and you can utilize video. The option here, in terms of duration, you have 4 seconds, 8 seconds, 12 seconds. Same math work down here. If you go to 8 seconds, it's the double or 3 times the value of the tokens if you choose 12 seconds. So let's leave it in 4 seconds. And then you choose the dimensions, and you need to make sure where are you going to utilize your assets and make sure that it's adaptable to this specific platform or channel where you want to use it. Private mode, same thing. Add to collection if you want to add it to one of your folders. And then as we see, this part is also important and works really similar to the images. In these options, you have a start frame option, and then in some of them, you have a start frame and end frame. What this means? This means that you can add an image, for example, on how do you want the frame or the video to start and how you want that video to end. Really flexible, really friendly from that perspective. You've made sure that the images that you are adding as a reference are accurate because Leonardo AI is going to use these to create a very high quality image. If you are using wrong images with a wrong logo or that they are not aligned, then the results will be pretty much wasted. Okay, let's carry on, sorry, with Sora and the start frame. We can choose here, choose an image for the start frame. Let's select exactly the same image that we generated before. Oh, sorry, before I go into this point, for the start frame, you can also utilize different generation that you have. So let's do that instead, because I think that I have a better images for the generations that I done before. If I use previous generations, let's say we can utilize the image that we just generate during the image testing. I confirm this. And then I have this prompt already created here. I think that this is very exaggerated description. So we can put, it's not intoxicated. This is a little bit extreme. So it was generated by the AI. So I put smelling nicely the aroma of luxury soap. Exclaiming, amazing, with pure delight. I think that that sounds a little bit more sophisticated than the previous prompt. Make sure that you're happy with the prompt, and then we are ready to generate. Once again, I'm only doing 4 seconds, which is a very short video, but this is for the demonstration purposes. Video normally takes slightly longer to generate. It's about between 2 to 4 minutes, so I will probably pause and then come back to you, but that's roughly the time. So here we are. This is the final output. It took about 2 minutes and a half. This is only for second. Please remember why this is very short video. If you want to extend the video, you can choose different options and it's going to cost you a little bit more tokens, but it can really serve the purpose depending. So let's have a look, look in terms of the quality, in terms how this look like, but importantly, the audio. Okay, so let's put some volume. Amazing. 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 So you can change features. You can try different modes down here. You can extend the duration of your video. You can generate different dimensions, etc. So let's go back now to the last stage of this video. That is basically the blueprints and how you can utilize this feature. This is new, as I mentioned before. This is a beta version, meaning that it's a testing that is normally provided for users, which I believe is only for subscription. I only can see the front end. I don't see the back end, but it seems to be only for subscriptions. But with the blueprint, you can use it with different purpose. If you see, for example, this top banner or hero image is explaining you a little bit more about how to use them. You have background change options and where you can change the background of the images, nice and easy. Then you go to the second one. It's about using instantly the lighting that you're looking for. This one could be a portrait about yourself for different purposes. This is another portrait. This is another portrait with different uh, alternative and different effects. Can be cinematic, can be a blue room, different options from this end. There is something that I really like, and I'm gonna jump into this section, and it's about products. If you're managing products, for example, in your business, you can utilize any of these options like the product spin video to showcase your product. This generate amazing assets in no time. Once again, play with the tool and you will see how you can generate high quality, realistic images depending on the styles, depending on the features that you are utilizing. You have you have the product spin video. You have this other one that is a brand markup. I'm going to show you how this works. And you also have product indexing. So let's show you this one first. This one is nice and easy. Normally, to generate images down here, it costs 120 tokens. At the moment, it's 30 tokens because this is, don't, where should I put this one here? Okay. Because this is in a beta version. The option number one is to add an image of your product. I'm going to utilize the same image because this can give you context on how one image can have multiple versions depending on your selections. We choose the same image and then we just generate it. Time-wise, it's exactly the same like the image creation. It takes normally less than a minute. Videos are normally longer to generate. This option gives you normally three versions. So let's have a look. Simply look how realistic this look. You have three different versions to showcase your product. Okay. This kind of asset can be easily utilized on your website. It can easily utilize in your social media channel. Just make sure you use the right reference. Okay, and then we choose the other one, which is this one, the brand mockup. This is more about your branding. What is the name of your brand, your logo? You can utilize brand elements. It's up to you what you want to do. So I want to create one image that is basically Be Reborn. This is the company who manufacture the soaps. We go down here, we select next. Where do you want to visualize this logo or brand? Should we say that I selected in another testing in a shopping center, so I want to choose something different here. So we're gonna put it in a billboard. In a billboard. What about that? Okay. Generated. This is about 30 token as well. At the moment, normally it's 120. And these generate exactly the same quantity that is three different options to choose from. There we go. So we have three different options in a billboard. Once again, when you have the text or the prompt to specify where do you want your brand to be displayed, make sure that you give the right instructions. For the testing purposes, I just use a billboard. It can be more sophisticated, from that perspective. You can see the outcome is exactly what I was asking for. Brilliant. So I close this down here. You have other options at home product shoots. You have model holding product. For this one, you normally need to utilize a person. So that's why I'm not using this one. You need to choose an image of the person in the picture and then the product, and you will have something similar to that. Okay, I think that's this is all for today, guys. I think that you have so many different options to choose from. Art displays, change my hairstyle. This one can be even for fun. I've tried it before. Incredibly, some guys has been using this as well, so it's not only for the ladies, but you can utilize anything, architecture, change the day of the time of the day. If you want an image to be at night, not at day, let's put an example down here. I want to use some of my generations. Let's use the billboard, this one. Confirm, upload the image. So before we go, time of day, we're going to put like a nighttime. Okay, let's generate 10 tokens for this one, normally 14. In any ways, I don't have any affiliate program with Leonardo AI. This is something that I normally use in my day by day with to generate images for my clients. Look the difference, okay? So this is something that you can do easily with your assets, and you can change the prompt, you can upscale, you can create a video out of this image, you can play with your assets and your content from so many different perspectives. Just make sure that you are aware of terms and conditions, how to utilize AI tools in a safe way, data protection, content protection, protect your company and protect your brand. Okay, so this is all for today. Now, yes, we arrived to the end of this video. Thank you once again for watching. And if you are using a completely different tool, you can see other benefits in another tool. Please don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to add your comments and your feedback. This can help me to generate further videos. I'm constantly testing AI tools. I work with them in my day by day, and I like to give you some feedback on how you can utilize it or teach different people on how to utilize this tool. Thank you once again for watching and see you in the next one.